tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Cousins. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? He goes underneath to Ingram. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 2nd down, Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Michael Pruitt, 57 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're going to look to throw. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Luke Kuechly able to run him down for a loss of a yard. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal.
Check, Patriot. Patriot. Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
They'll set up to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Butker able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Derrick Henry looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. A handoff, running left, Henry. And some room to work. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Shift together here from the D-line. A first down throw for Cousins. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one on the left tackle, Anthony Costanzo. Cousins now on second down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Zach Brown in there to get him. His second sack now of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have two remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run with Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Daquan Jones. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
Some free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you now to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, LR. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right near the 27. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the back goes into motion. They'll drop to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Landry now on the return. Only 3 punts in NFL history have gone for 90 yards or more. You just witnessed one. It's number 4. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On play action, Cousins. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson from 8 yards out. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Play fake. Cousins. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right around the 26. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Gun. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go! 3-19!
3-19! They'll set up a throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Landry, and he's going to be run over, hit hard as he'll be marked down. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Dolphin football. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Cousins on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside. The 45. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 1st down. Here's Cousins. And Stills over the middle. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Give to Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Time running out here on the play clock. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go! Blue, landed! Leopard! Leopard!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the point after try for Santos. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to pull.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go now. Blue, landed. No. Check. Patriot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. Play action now. Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, 37 yards. And the interception by the Redskins deed leads to a touchdown. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught at the 3. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Back to throw here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The Redskins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Shift together here from the D-line. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing here, Cousins. Flushed out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Santos now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kiko Alonso. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Dolphins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.